fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests. As some of you may know, I just launched my first book. Came out for sale a couple of days ago. I have received some calls to congratulate me and tell me basically how surprised some people were to see such a young person publish a book. Well, a lot of people think that if you want to publish a book, you need two things. You need a lot of capital, and you need a publishing house. But the good news is that you don't need neither capital nor a publishing house. There's another way to do it, and tonight I'm going to show you how. If you ever thought about publishing a book, you may want to write this down, write down this information because it's very, very valuable. First thing that you have to do, take a guess.
Write the book.
Write the book, exactly. That's the first step that you have to take. You have to actually spend the time on the computer and write the book. In my case, personally, it took me about a year to write the book. It took me basically getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning to spend a couple hours in front of the computer for several months. So that's how long it takes. Once you have your book written, you may want to have somebody else to take a look at it, because you get typos, it's always good to have somebody else to take a look at your work. In my case, I had 2 people take a look at everything I wrote, and it took us 3 revisions to get to the final draft. So that's the first thing that you have to do. Write the book, have a couple people take a look at your writing, and have the final script ready. Second thing that you have to do, you have to hire a graphic designer. Basically what the graphic designer will do for you is they will help you design the cover. And as most of you know, the cover is one of the most important things for a book in order for it to sell. If you go to any Borders or any local bookstore, you will see that most bestsellers have several things in common. The first thing that they have in common is that most of them have a picture of the author in the front page. That's one thing that a lot of bestsellers have. The other thing that a lot of bestsellers have is they have the title in big, bold, red letters. And the color red is very important because it catches people's attention just like that. That's very, very important. The other thing that your graphic designer will do is they will help you create the layout for the book. They will create an index, and they will make it be readable. So your readers will go through the book like that. First step, take a guess.
Publish it.
Startup, you have to get a printer, a company that will actually print the book for you. There's a company called, if you ever thought of publishing a book, this is key. There's a company called Lulu, LULU.com. Basically what the company does is they're a printer. What you do is you take your files, you upload them to their server, and basically you get your book printed. The great thing about them is that you can have as many books as you want, or as little books as one. That's amazing. For me, when I discovered that, that was just amazing. And the reason they can do that is because they have digital presses. Instead of rolling the big presses, they have sort of like a small, really small digital press, and they can have the book printed just like that. The great thing is that their prices are really affordable. You can have a 280 pages book for $6, $5 or $6, which is literally nothing. Next step, take a guess. Almost. The next step that you have to take is to register the book. If you go to a library and you take a book and you see the back cover, you will see that they have a number, an ISBN number. You have to get that book. It's sort of like a social security number, but for books. That's the way to identify each book. What you have to do to get them is to go to Google and you search for ISBN number purchase. There's a bunch of companies, and you can get the ISBN number from $50 to $150 if you get a package, which is nothing. Well, so far we have invested about, what, $60 on your book? Next step, take a guess. You said it right, market it. That's the key, that's the hardest part. There's several ways that you have to market your book. First thing is, you obviously want the book out on bookstores. There's two ways to do it. You can either call each bookstore, which will take you time, and make a presentation to them, send them media kit saying what your book is, who you are, and why they should have your book on their stores. And the other thing is, you can have a book distributor do the work for you. There's two sides of the coin to working with a distributor. The pro is that they will have your book published pretty much everywhere. The con is that they take the biggest profit out of the sale. They take approximately 50% out of it. So that's for you to consider. There's other ways to promote the book. You can go to barnesandnoble.com. You can go to Amazon or other online retailers. Just go to the website, scroll down all the way to the bottom, and they usually have a link that says sell your book here. That it couldn't get easier as that. You just click that, fill out an application. If they're interested, they'll call. The reason I wanted to share this information with you guys is because in the time that I've been a member of Toastmasters, I have the privilege to have met brilliant people. I would love for some of you guys, or for all of you guys, to have your own book as well. I hope you guys sometime do it. I know Chris will do it for sure, and I can't wait to see his book. Thank you.